All right, guys, another little update video. Got day number 14, 2 weeks since I started my training program. So this is about the time I'm going to start seeing those actual strength gains and like legitimate actual increases in my strength rather than just slowly going up in weight. So that's a good sign. We'll test the lifts and probably go up in weight today to 83.25 pounds. Just a beautiful day outside. I'm in such a good mood. It's 62 degrees out. My roommate came into my room. She's like, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful out. I'm in such a good mood." And I'm like, you know what? That kind of rubbed off on me. I'm in a good mood now. Trained Tuesday night, did a little bit of pulling with Mitch and Dimitri. Felt good at the time. Right now, my right elbow feels terrible again. I tried to rehab it yesterday, and I actually think it made it worse. I've been doing this one rehab exercise for my UCL, which is like, it's basically like I have a band set up here, not a band, it's a strap, and I'm using the very lightweight on a pulling machine, and I'm like doing a throwing motion like this. And that feels pretty good until I get to this point, which is kind of what I've experienced on the table in that defensive position. And so I'm hoping just slowly rehabilitating it on the table, we'll just eventually get it as strong as it was before. Usually not so much of a problem on my offensive side, but neutral and over, it's a problem. And with my press, that can be a problem engaging neutrally like this. If someone hits me neutrally and has a pretty fast hit, I could probably have a bit of trouble there dealing with that. So I want to eventually get that strength back up neutrally. Defensively, I'm not a very good defensive puller anyway, so it's not a huge concern for me. But yeah, so that's that. I've been thinking a little bit about what it means to be, these lifts have been making me think about it, what it means to actually be a good arm wrestler, and how subjective that really is. Because as you guys know, I suck at these lifts. And in these fundamental strengths, such as rise, back pressure, pronation, I'm not great. And I lost my train of thought for a sec, but where I was going with that is how much arm wrestling is really a technical sport compared to a strength sport, just based on like these fundamental lifts. And I'm really strong in like only one spot. My strong point is my cupping ability in my wrist. Besides that, I'd say, besides things like bench press, where I'm particularly pretty good for my weight class, at 185, I've got like a 335 bench, which is pretty good. I haven't hit it in a while, but I'm consistently around there. My rep range for my work is like 270, 3 sets of 5 is consistently what I'm hitting. So I really haven't decreased in strength a whole lot. But besides bench and the only fundamental strength I'm really good at is cupping, I'm really not a very strong in a lot of the other fundamental lifts like rise, pronation, and even my back pressure is pretty weak. But like at a time, when I trained strict curl, my strict curl was up to 155 pounds. Close grip, like this grip, which is a lot easier than wider grip in my opinion. But besides those 3 now lifts, I really don't have a whole lot of fundamental strengths, and I actually do pretty well for myself in my local tournaments. I usually place top 2, if not at smaller tournaments. It's expected that I usually win. But I just think it's food for thought, you know, on how much these lifts actually matter, and how I'm going to slowly over time see if these lifts actually lead to any progression on the table. That's all. Let's go hit these lifts. This is jump up in weight to 83.25. Not too bad. Gonna record a little bit of a different angle just because it's hard to tell sometimes if my wrist is straight. So I'm gonna see if this helps. So the good news is weights have been flying up today, and I think one more day at this weight and then I'll be good to go up again. And that will be 85 pounds for sets, which will match my 1-rep PR, which was done with very shitty form. So I am in fact actually getting stronger, which you can probably tell from the first time I did this for 1-rep maxes. I was struggling with 76 pounds. All right. And I think my form has stayed pretty consistent. And I'm beginning to get more controlled with my sets to actually work the muscles that I'm supposed to work it. A little bit of riser lift. About the same as last time I did it.